All right, welcome back, my friends. I am Brian, and you are Chords and Notes Nation. Here we go with another versus reaction, one that we have been waiting for, one that I've been waiting for. This was suggested by a subscriber, and I could not find the comment. So otherwise, I would have the name. So I terribly, terribly apologize. It's kind of embarrassing that way. I was looking for the comment. It must be on a video that's not necessarily related. Um, but anyways, you know who you are. So thank you so much. I was actually looking for an opportunity to bring these two Filipino family behemoths together, Franz Rhythm and Mission Souls, in a versus reaction. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. This is going to be the song Torn. It's a Natalie Imbruglia song from way back. Um, I know the song. I've listened to it before recording this because I wanted to get it fresh in my mind. Um, but I wanted to make sure that I got my facts right. So, what I'm looking at here, yes, I have to take my glasses off to read and put them on, not to read. Not always. Um, okay, so she was born in 1975. She's an Australian and British singer and actress. That I did not know. But the song itself, um, I believe this may be her most famous song, her most popular song, as far as I know. Um, Let me see what else I can find here. I'm just I appreciate your patience. I just want to get some information down right. All right, Torn is a song written by Scott Cutler, Anne Preven, and Phil Thornley in 1991 as a solo song for Preven. It was recorded and performed live during this period, but not given its formal release until 1993, when Danish singer Liz Sorensen released the song in Danish under the title Brent, meaning burnt. I probably didn't pronounce that right because I can't speak Danish. Um, so that's the original. Okay, Cutler and Craven formed an alternative rock band, Edna Swap, in 1993. Edna Swap gave Torn its first formal English language release in 95, where it was released as a single from their self titled debut. Later in 96, the first English language cover by American Norwegian singer Trine Rain was produced and released. The best known version of Torn is sung by Australian singer Natalie Imbruglia, who covered it for her 1997 debut single. Her version was produced by Thornley. So, okay, so there's a connection there, which is, that's cool. It peaked at number one on the singles chart of Belgium, Canada, Denmark, Iceland, Spain, and Sweden, as well as on 3 U.S. Billboard charts. Imbruglia's version sold over 4 million copies worldwide. Wow. So this was pretty popular for her, and it's a pretty popular song overall, I think. Okay, so today we are going to start, and it is going to be with Franz Rhythm first, and then followed up by Mission Souls. Please watch both of them um, perform so that you can get an objective answer to the question who covered it better. I know there's going to be the Franz Rhythm camp and the Mission Souls camp, and you guys are like diehard. This band is better than this band no matter what. But I'm going to ask you guys to just take a step outside of that mindset and just let it all flow and take it all in and try and be as objective as possible. Again, this is not which band is better, just which band performed this better. There is going to be a difference in time because Franz Rhythm recorded this 2 years ago, so they are younger, I believe, than what Mission Souls would be at the time they recorded it. But we'll go over that when we get to their version. So, enough of the chit chat, enough of the talking. Why don't we get started?
I thought I saw a man brought to life. He was warm, he came around like he was dignified. He showed me what it was to cry. Well, he couldn't be the man I adore. You don't seem to know, seem to care what your heart is for. Well, I don't know him anymore. There's nothing where he used to lie.
drinking glass that she used as a slide. Nice job,
Thank you.
Jen.
Only here in Fran's reading channel.
We go.
All right. First of all, I know Char has gotten better with her vocals, but this was still pretty good. And I really do enjoy listening to her voice. There's just something about the tone in her voice that is really relaxing and comforting. And there were a couple of moments there when she gave it a little bit more emotional emphasis that I think she gave some flourishes to help not enunciate, but to help really pronounce the emotion that she was trying to get across. And I don't think there was enough of that as far as throughout the entire song. So where I'm going with this one is, having listened to the Natalie Imbruglia version of the song prior to this video, this one came off a little flat because there was just something a little more, there was a little more energy coming from Natalie Imbruglia, okay? However, this could just be their way of playing within their means, playing within their limits, and making it work. If that's the case, this was a very nice version. I didn't have any issues with it. Dodds was very, very little in this one. Dad holding down the bass and giving a little bit of the harmonic vocals in the background there, and some keyboards. So good job, Dad. Awesome. Awesome job there. And then, of course, with Jen and her guitar playing. This is not a guitar-driven song, so this was more of an accompaniment when it comes to what she was playing. But with the slide guitar, again, I still think that was really cool that she improvised and used a drinking glass rather than a typical glass slide. So, yeah, I mean, okay, this was good. Now, what I want to do is I want to get into Mission Soul's version. And then from there, we'll talk about between the two, which one is better. Here we go. Here we go.
I thought I saw a man brought to life. He was warm, he came around like he was dignified. He showed me what it was to cry. Well, you couldn't be that man I adored.
That's a glass slide. All right. Fair enough. Good. Okay, so like I said, I was gonna check. This was from 4 months ago. And I don't know the age of the Franz Rhythm family at the time they did it a couple years ago, but um I would say they're let's see, Nasus is 16, Nisha's 15, Stacy's 13, Ice is 11 in this one. I would say probably Ice and Dodds are pretty close as far as age wise, and the girls, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, it's close enough as far as the kids are concerned. But here you have mom doing the vocals here, and that kind of isn't fair for this kind of comparison. I don't want to say fair, but um, I know some people were saying in the last Mission Souls versus Mixed Up Everything. I think people um, were getting confused, thinking the guys from Mixed Up Everything were like grown adults, and if they were, they're in their late teens, early 20s. So as far as I know, so it, that's still fair game that way. If this was like 40 or 50-year-olds against kids, that might be a little different as far as comparison is concerned. But so I can't really give you a fair comparison with the vocals because mom she's good. She's got a really, really good voice, and we know where Stacy and the girls get their voices from, their singing voices. Musically, it was very good. It was sound. I think the main difference between Franz Rhythm and Mission Souls in this song were the drums. I would have to go back and pay special attention to what Dodds was doing, but I think Ice gave this a little bit more of a pep in the step, a little more. I think what he was doing with his cymbals uh, gave it a little bit more. In fact, yeah, let me just take a second here. Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna say that I think the best way for me to put this is the rhythm section is the main difference between these two. So Dodds being younger, he was more of just kind of a standard beat where there was a little bit of this uh, giddy up and go with Ice because of his cymbal work. Instead of where Dodds was just kind of 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. There was almost like a, I don't know if we want to call it a double time feel, but that was the kind of work that Ice was doing on the cymbals, and so that gives it that energy. That's your foundation, the rhythm section, uh, your timekeeping piece, and I think that's why the Franz rhythm version seemed a little more sluggish, when it comes to energy than Mission Souls, um, because of that piece. Now, as far as the bass work is concerned, I was able to hear Dad's bass work with Mission Souls a little better than Dad's bass work with Fran's rhythm. I also think the way it's mixed plays a lot into that as well. Um, but these both were very, very solid versions. Um, what else do I want to say? I think those are the main points that I would highlight on this. I'm gonna have to give this to Mission Souls. I love Franz Rhythm dearly. I do. I think they're a phenomenal group. And maybe if they have a more updated version of this, because as the kids get older, their skill sets are going to get sharper, and they're going to get better. It's going to get more refined. If they had a more updated version of this, it might go a different way. It was pretty close. I had to take the vocals out of it just because comparing Char with Mom from Sheena from Mission Souls probably is not a fair comparison. But I will tell you what, if I were to tell you the truth, I think Char held her own vocally. Definitely, definitely. So that is what I have for this one. I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this. I have another pair of vocalists that I'm going to be putting head to head with this song. Gigi Delana from the Philippines, and I believe it's Jay Fla, if I said it right, from South Korea. Those are the two I believe I have picked out for. We're going to do this song again, but I want to focus on the vocalists doing this song as well. It's a fun song. It's a good song. So, all right. That is all I have for this. And I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. Thank you so much for taking time to spend with me wherever and whenever you are. Check out my playlist, my podcast for the versus reactions, so you can watch them all. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell and like all of that fun stuff so that you will always know when the next versus reaction is coming up. God bless you. Jesus loves you. And I will talk to you in the next video.